Alright, good evening everybody. Welcome back to more TCR action here tonight. It's Trinity Competitive Racing. It's Season 10, an anniversary season, and this is just round 2 of Season 10, so we've still got lots and lots of action to come. And we are in China here tonight. We had already a couple of very exciting races here in silver and gold class on Tuesday and Wednesday, and now it is the turn of the platinum guys racing in this season with no assist whatsoever, just all they've got in terms of driving. This guy right here that we're watching is Sequid. He is currently on a very quick lap, about to finish it up, and he was of course a very quick pole sitter last week in Bahrain, and he is currently on provisional pole with a 129.5. I'm really excited about this race here tonight. My name is BLIN-MACHINE, and with me in the co-commentator position is a very great guy in terms of commentary, and I'm very happy to have him back alongside with me tonight. This is now his third appearance in total in TCR and your second normal race, because of course the first one was a preseason. How are you feeling, Fabregas?
Oh, I'm feeling great. Lovely to be here in China at Shanghai track. This beautiful 5.45 kilometer, 3.38 mile circuit with 16 turns. The back straight alone is 1.2 kilometers, so we hopefully can see a lot of overtaking there. If anybody gets within 1 second of each other, we're going to get the DRS open, and love it. But I mean, the track was, kind of made up for the symbol of Chinese symbol for upward, and hopefully everybody does move upward. Looking forward to seeing a lot of the guys in here, the TCR guys, moving upward in the ranks. So pleasure to be here. It's been an honor being here, commentating for TCR, and lovely to be alongside you, Glenn.
Yes, thank you very much, and already we've got quite quick times on the board. So just to put it into perspective, last night's pole position was a 129.8. We actually had two people match up to the exact times of each other, to the exact millisecond, so that was very exciting. But Sequid, go-to guy, and almost Seafreeze have already pretty much beaten that. So Sequid doing a 129.5, go-to guy 129.772. Extremely quick times here already in the starting of qualifying in China, and we've still got 11 and a bit minutes to go. Looking at the tires currently throughout the field, we do have one person in the top 10 currently sitting on a medium lap. That would be Chatty Duck. He of course had a pretty good start last time around, but then unfortunately things didn't really work out for him, so I'm expecting him to try and force a comeback here today. Then we also have Mick Marcotti and Tasmanian Devil trying themselves with that medium tire, but they're quite a bit slower than everyone else, so I'm expecting pretty much everybody else to switch over to that soft red wall tire and put in the best possible times that you can around here. Last night we did see a couple of people try the one stop from that soft to the hard tire. It seemed to be working out for quite a few people quite well as well, until that safety car came out with only about 6 laps to go, and that pretty much threw a major wrench into the works, changed everything around. And we are watching here as FYKV85 is just about to come across the line here, and he was third quickest, 129.969, so we're already 3 people in the 129s here.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking that within the next 5 minutes of qualifying, we'll see somebody break that 129 and post a 128 somewhere in there with those soft tires. But again, we don't want anybody to burn up their soft tires as much as they want to. It's one of those weird situations there, especially at this track. I think the soft tires are great to get on with and off with. But at the same time, I don't like the hard tires around this track. Like we did Bahrain last week. The hard tires work great around there. But I don't think the hard tires really give anybody enough opportunity to make time up on this track. So I think we're going to see a couple 2 stops, and then again, obviously, if there's any safety cars out or anything really happens, I think we're in for a really good race as far as strategy is concerned. But to me, I would want to start on the softs and maybe go mediums to mediums, or maybe the softs again. just to make sure. To me, a two-stop strategy seems best for me. However, we're going to start seeing these times really, really drop. Sickwit with a 129.5 right now. I think there are multiple drivers out there that can definitely do a 129.0 to get in the top row.
Yeah, we've still got plenty of time to go in this qualifying session, and watching on board here with 007 Skywalker is he's now going through turns 3 and 4 and opening up as much of the power as he can now down into turn 5 and 6. We really consider this just one corner, but I guess on the track map in terms of Formula 1, they consider those as a couple of corners. 6 is done with, and now into 7 and 8. It sort of reminds me of the S's around a couple of different tracks, but it's much quicker around this one. And now down into 9 and 10, running a little bit wide there, but he's staying on those red and white curbs, doing quite a good job. He had a first sector in purple. He's now had the second sector light up in purple for him as well. 007 Skywalker is doing an amazing job so far on this lap. Now he's going to catch some slipstream behind GTR Lion, his own teammate, and he's going to open up the DRS as well. They're doing a great job here, a good teamwork to try and get themselves up into the top standings here as he comes into turn 14 and only one real more corner to go. This is technically 15, but we don't really consider that a corner. Now 16, and that's it. Open up the DRS and run down to the line, and 007 stays in 5th, unfortunately. Even with all of that slipstream from his teammate, I would have thought that would have been quicker. Now Secret is just about to finish his lap. Is this going to be any quicker than his current lap? And he does go quicker, 129.418. He beats his own time by another 10th.
Yeah, I definitely thought Skywalker was going to be a much faster there, especially with the slipstream and the DRS open on the back straight there. Unfortunate that it didn't work out. I guess he lost a little bit of time in Sector 2. It's going to depend on setups here. You can gain a lot of time with running no downforce on the front and rear wings here in Sector 1 and Sector 3. But yeah, Sector 2 is going to be the pretty much deciding factor there with downforce and no downforce. So really interesting to see how these drivers want to deal with that. We do have Sequit with running that 129.4, but we've also had 3 other drivers do a sub 130 with go-to guy Sean 46 and Pike already below that 130 mark, which is absolutely amazing at qualifying times. I don't know how it's possible, but I mean, these guys are pulling it out and they're just that quick.
And one person that's gonna try and be quick again here this week, of course, is gonna be TCR Seafreeze. He won the Grand Prix in Bahrain last week in Platinum class. He didn't quite win it on merit at the end of the day. He was very, very quick. He now goes into second place, 129.751. But just to remind everyone what happened in Bahrain, he was second on the track, but he jumped to first when his own teammate had an incident or had an unserved penalty of 5 seconds that dropped him down. That penalty was reviewed by the stewards and was actually decided to stay. So the stewards decided that even though it was, on the safety car and you're supposed to leave space in front of the car, Sean did have the right of being alongside there, and there was no real reason for Kersey to move over like that aggressively under braking, and that would pretty much cause the incident that we ended up having on their safety car. So that was a very dramatic end. I definitely remember being completely out of breath and out of words at the end of that Grand Prix because it was just so unexpected. Everything was happening so fast. Oh my goodness, there W had to dodge Tasmanian Devil there very, very quickly as he was coming down the back straight. But I'm sure Seafreeze is going to be trying his best to win this one right out on track with no debates and no nothing against his name, because I really know that he's got the pace, he's got the ability, he's a really great driver. We know that from him being a 3-time TCR champion. So I mean, we've got really the battle of titans here tonight.
Yeah, I think we do. With Sequit DCR Freeze, I mean, we've got 2 champions, but I wouldn't rule out somebody like, say, Tasmanian Devil, who maybe isn't a champion here in TCR, but I've seen him race, and he looks really, really quick. Sitting in 8th place right now on that Merc. Would like to see him be a little bit higher up in qualifying, but again, Sequit and TCR Freeze, even Fike, very, very fast drivers. And this is one of those interesting tracks where, you know, a lot of people are really good at Monaco, or a lot of people are really good at Bahrain, or a lot of people are good at Austria, depending on the different track layouts. So this is one of those interesting tracks where it's got a little bit of those fast corners, fast high-speed corners, and then really hard braking points into slow corners, and then you got to exit and be as fast as you can. So one of the better tracks here as far as testing, kind of like Spain, kind of like France. So it's going to be really interesting to see how these guys deal with it.
Let's watch how Sean is going to deal with it. I know he's going to be very much on the charge here today. He, of course, was tied up, as I reminded you, with that incident with Kersey last week in Bahrain. So this week he's going to have to try and stay out of incidents, regardless of its safety car or anything. I really think, you know, at the end of the day, you have to just be smarter than everyone around you, and Sean probably learned his a little bit of a lesson there to give space to Kersey under safety car. So if they ever come together again or close under the safety car, Sean, remember to give him a bit of space. Don't get crowded there. And now we're only with 2.5 minutes left in this qualifying session. Sean is out there on a flying lap right now. I did not see the first sector in purple, so he might be improving on his own time, but it doesn't seem to be going faster than everyone else. He's coming to the end of the second sector now. It is purple, but it is showing that it is a plus 28 milliseconds, so I'm not sure if that's a glitch or if he didn't actually go purple through there. So we're gonna have to wait and see until he finishes this track and this lap. Not much left now as he's coming down the back straight. He doesn't even have his DRS open. There we go. Now he's got the DRS open. There's a yellow flag up there. I think it's for some slow cars. Sequit is now on a fast lap. Seafreeze is coming out on his out lap. Everybody is now waking up and coming out of the pits to make sure that they set some good times here and get a good qualifying position for round 2 in China. Sean, where is that going to put him? He goes into second, steals second away from Freeze. He's not going to have enough, or he might have enough time to complete another lap here. It all probably just depends on his fuel now. Seafreeze, where is he? He's finishing the second sector now on his out lap, so he's not going to be setting the time just yet. Sequit on his hot lap right now has a bunch of traffic in front of him to deal with. Tasmanian Devil gets a 5-second grid penalty for a collision with Go-To Guy. Did you see what happened there, Fabregas?
Yeah, I thought Tasmanian Devil was trying to get out of the way, and Go-To Guy just one move to the left and one move to the right, and they actually had a little bit of contact there. As I was watching Sean on his last lap, yeah, it looked like he had a really fast lap going on. Managed to do a 129.7, but then watching Go-To Guy, I think he's going to lose out here on his final lap and not be able to really put in a better time. Because he did make contact with Tasmanian Devil, and it's unfortunate. I don't think Tasmanian Devil did anything wrong. To be honest, he moved to the right and tried to get out of the way. So that's going to be interesting to see what the stewards say is going to happen. Apparently, he did get a 5-second rear penalty, so that's already been enforced, which is very unfortunate for Tasmanian Devil. Looking at GTR Lion, he looks like he's really slowing everything down and wants to let a bunch of people by. I'm not sure CGR Kersey on those medium tires, which is the last lap he set, on those soft tires. Let's see what he can do to make a better time and get the top 10 here.
Yeah, so Sequit did not improve his own time, but he's still on pole right now. Seafreeze is on a very quick lap right now. He did come to the end of the first sector. Unfortunately, we couldn't see what it was because we have yellow flags in multiple corners around the track. It looks like W retired somewhere around the exit of turn 3 or 4. And we also have, I think it's End of the World or somebody in a Williams that is parked up on an exit of another corner there, so a little bit messy. I'm not sure if that's going to affect Seafreeze's time. So far, he's doing very cleanly, but definitely traffic is not something you want to see on your last hot lap around China. Now, though, It seems like Sequit is holding on to pole with a 129.418. Sean exactly 3 tenths behind him, 129.718. Seafreeze very close to Sean, 129.751, but had a bunch of traffic on this lap. Where is he gonna finish right now? He comes across the line. He stays third. Go-to guy is in the pits, so nothing's gonna happen there. Kersey in fifth, 007 Skywalker in sixth, and FYKV is in the pits as well, so everybody else has pretty much done their laps. The Masso is going to go into the pits as well. KGB's invalidated his time, so he's not going to be able to set or improve his time either. So I think this is pretty much going to be our grid here tonight. Sequit taking another pole position, 2 in a row for him. Bahrain, China, and Season 10, at least from the start of it, seems pretty good for Sequit.
Yeah, I mean, Sequit's done a phenomenal job. The time that he put in the Bahrain was absolutely phenomenal. And then again today, pulling on 129.4. And everybody was really pushing hard. Sean, TCR Freeze, and Go-To Guy really trying to get up there in that 129, less than 129.5. But only Sequit is the one that did it. Everybody else, though, I mean, we're looking at a great race so far. They've done... There's the 3 or 4 drivers that are at 129.7 at the moment, all within 1/10 of each other per second. So we're really looking for a phenomenal race around here. And of course, anything can happen here in China. We've got a really weird track layout. You've got that really weird braking zone, that really tight turn into turn 1 and 2, and then coming out into turn 3 and 4, and then a straight, and then another tight braking zone, and then some fast speed corners in sector 2, and then a really weird sector into sector 2, and then a big long straight in sector 3 coming to the start finish. So it's really going to be interesting to watch. I think these drivers here know how to handle it, and I'm really looking forward to a phenomenal race.
And just want to throw out a huge shout out to everybody who's already watching the stream. We've got 20 people currently watching, and some comments coming in. Red Wing wants to wish best luck to all of the guys in Platinum class here tonight. Definitely best of luck to them. But let's run through the grid as it stands. It's going to be Sequit on pole one more time, 2 times in a row now. Round 1 and 2, both of them in the bag for him. Sean in second, Seafreeze in third, Go-To Guy in fourth, Kersey is going to be in fifth, Skywalker in sixth, FYKV in seventh, Nelzy Baby in eighth, Chatty Duck in ninth, Tasmanian Devil in 10th, Mick Marcodi in 11th, GTR Lion in 12th, Damaso 13th, Black Angel 14th, End of the World 15th, W 16th, and Breezy did not set a time, and he's going to be starting from 17th place right at the back of the grid. Very close, though, at the front. We had 7 people in the 129s in qualifying. That is absolutely incredible.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, you've got the top 7 or 8 guys within half a second of each other in qualifying. So it's going to be interesting to see who is going to start on the different tires. 1 second to make sure I refill my water, if you don't mind.
No problem. That is absolutely important, so definitely go do that. And we're gonna just get ready here because the guys are now figuring out their pit strategies and their tire strategies for the race, figuring out their setups for the start, figuring out their fuel amounts and everything else like that. And we're also waiting for the designated person to start the countdown for the formation lap. So we're gonna do 50% of the race here, of the actual F1 race, which is gonna be 28 laps. The original TCR lap record around here before we came into last night, or before we actually came into even silver class this week, was Go-To Guy with a 130.0. But since then, many have beaten it, and Sequit has beaten all of them here tonight already with his qualifying time, which was absolutely incredible. It was a very nice lap, and we're probably going to post that as another hot lap video, or another qualifying pole lap video to our channel. And to everybody who's watching, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Send in more of your comments. Let us know who you're cheering for here tonight in Platinum class. It looks like Bam Bam is saying, let's go Sequid back-to-back Merc wins. That would be definitely incredible. A one-stop is possible here today, pitting on lap 6 or 7. A two-stop would be a little bit different. You would put a pit around laps 5 or 7 or so, and then further. And if we have anything like we had last night with the late safety car, that could change things all over, and how this race is going to turn out for us in Platinum class. It's only round 2 of Season 10, but it's already turning out to be an incredible season. So, everybody down to 9th of Chatty Duck is going to be starting on softs. Mick Marcotti has decided to start on the hard tire. GTR Lion, Damaso, Black Angel, End of the World, and End of the World. Those 4 people are running on the medium tire, and then we have Tasmanian Devil and on the soft, and W and TCR Breezy on the mediums as well. So already a mix of strategies for us in this race. So they're all on their formation lap now. Sequid leading them out there. Sean in 2nd, a great qualifying position for him. Seafreeze in 3rd, Go To Guy in 4th, Kersey in 5th, 007 in 9th, and Mick Marcotti in 10th. Those are going to be the top 10 lining up on the grid. Alright, so it looks like a very quiet angle there. There we go. Let's switch on board with somebody to get a little bit of sound into this one. As they're all getting their tires warmed up. It's definitely important here to get warmth into your tires, but it's very easy to overheat them. There's definitely a combination of some slow corners with some fast corners. It's very exciting, but it's also very tricky to hold it together here and make sure that you can manage those tires and the wear and the temperatures on them for as long as you need them to stay alive, to make sure that your strategy works and your strategy is quicker than everyone else. Welcome to TCR Trinity Competitive Racing Round 2 Platinum class. We are in China and we are rounding out the grid right now on our formation lap and getting ready to start. Sounds like Fabregas is back with us now as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to a great race tonight. Trying to get everything enabled. Want to look see how these guys get a great start around here. We do have Mick Marcotti. Not really sure about, but he's going to start on the hard tire.
The lights are going up now. And we go racing here in China. It looks like Seafreeze gets a pretty good start. Alongside him is Go To Guy. There's almost 4 wide into corner 1. There's a little bit of touching there. Oh no, it looks like Go To Guy and 007 have come together a little bit. But the Go To Guy was trying to make an overtake. There's more people going off wide in the back there. It looks like W did not have a good time through turns 2 and 3. And now we have a massive battle here between Damaso, Breezy, Go To Guy, Skywalker, Tasmanian Devil. All of them are tied up together. There's another view at the predicted pit stop strategy. If you're doing the pit 2 stops, you can stop around 6 or 7 and then 17 to 23 now. So it's showing a little bit of an extended window for that second pit stop. And as I said, that really is going to depend on how our guys are going to be managing their tires. It looks like TCR Breezy and Go To Guy are side by side there trying to battle for position. And TCR Breezy is going to come on top now. He's going to be in 12th for the time being. But this is a huge train. Oh, and there goes W spinning out in the back and resetting back on track. That might be reviewed by the stewards as well. Of course, you're not allowed to do that. FYKV is in 4th, rounding up on Seafreeze, being very, very close to him and almost going to make a move here, it looks like. But Sequid is still leading the pack. Sean 2nd, Seafreeze in 3rd, FYKV in 4th, Nelsy Baby in 5th, Chatty Duck in 6th now after sliding, I think, around 9th or so. So he's definitely done a good job of making some positions right at the start.
Yeah, I love the start from Sequid, but Sean got a great start, and so did Fike. What a great start he had, and TCR Freeze backed out a little bit. Not sure what happened there, but now it looks like Sean is taking over first place here from Kersey. I think
that's just the graphic. Yeah, that's just the graphic.
Just a glitch on my screen. I think Sequid is still in first place here. But at the same time, I think Fike had a great start there, as long as Sequid Had a little bit of trouble back there with W and End of the World there, but started on the medium tires and lost Mikkel Rote. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. He had a good start too on those medium tires. On those hard tires, I'm sorry. Damasco and TCR Breezy starting on the medium tires. It's going to be interesting to see how they manage their tires and try to go for a one-stop, I do believe. It seems like Sequid is still back up in first.
Yeah, that was just the graphic, but speaking of Breezy and 007 here, and Go-To Guy was pretty much alongside him for the first half of this whole lap right now. On lap 2, I know the graphic was saying lap 3 there for a minute, but of course that is just a glitch on this new game. I'm sure Codemasters will figure it out eventually, and it's now showing all the correct graphics. Sequid is still in first, but Go-To Guy was mounting up a move on TCR Breezy, but now TCR Breezy is mounting up a move on his own teammate, on Damaso, and moves himself up into 11th place. Is Go-To Guy going to try to go for a move? He does. He's going to go try around the outside into turn 14. He's gonna break into the inside line. TCR Breezy and Damaso make a tiny little touch. Go-To Guy moves himself up into 12th. TCR Breezy keeps on in 11th. Oh, now Go-To Guy going a little bit wider, but keeping it on the track. Good job for him for letting off the gas there and keeping it together. Back at the front, TCR Seafreeze is trying to close in on the front pack, but losing a little bit of time. It looks like Fike is actually sort of the cork in that bottle right now in that train between Sean and Sequid and Fike and Seafreeze. You know, those guys are going to be trying to do their best to try and get up to those leaders at the moment. Nelzy Baby, though, is starting to put the pressure on Seafreeze as well. So this start is very hectic. There was a little bit of an incident, just like there was in all of the other classes in China. That first corner with 20 cars going into it, that is definitely not easy to make it through there alive and without any damage. But overall, it looks like we've done okay. I'm sure that 007 is not going to be happy with that start. He did not do well. Let's look at the position changes here. Fike rose up 4 positions. Seafreeze lost a position on the start. Nelzy Baby and Chatty Duck rose up 3 positions as well. Kersey lost a couple of positions. KGB Black Angel 5 positions he's gained off the start, and Breezy did as well. Looks like somebody has spun out. Had a moment. Damaso has had a moment on the exit of turn 13, and there was a yellow flag there for that. But wow, that is already a very exciting start.
No, I think we've had a great start between these drivers. I mean, obviously this is Platinum class. Obviously we're looking at the best of the best when it comes to TCR here. Great to be here commentating on this class and seeing these capable drivers here as they funnel down into turn 1 with TCR Breeze and Fike again. Really going down into turn 3 and 4 here. Really interesting to see Nelsie in 5th place. I think he's one of those drivers we need to watch out for. He's already moved up 3 positions, as well as Chatty Duck. So we're going to keep an eye on him. Black Angel already up 5 positions, like you were just saying, in that Williams car, and those medium tires starting on those mediums. So it's going to be really interesting to see how these drivers progress. We haven't seen a safety car. We haven't seen a yellow flag, really. I mean, we've seen a couple of yellow flags, obviously, but we haven't seen a safety car. We haven't seen a virtual safety car. So they're allowing these drivers to race, and I'd love to see that.
And Go-To Guy is still glued to the back of TCR Breezy. Those two have not let up from each other straight from the start.